Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be giving you some interesting facts and information about the Ikwerre people of Nigeria. Now before I start, let me say this. The Ikwerre people are accommodating and nice people, especially when you are living among them. Now let's get down to the business of the day. The first fact about the Ikwerre people is that they are also known as Iwuru Oha, and they are situated in the heart of Port Harcourt City of Rivers State in the south-south geopolitical zone of Nigeria. They occupy about 4 local governments in Rivers State, namely the Port Harcourt City, the Ikwerre local government, the Emo-Oha local government, and the almighty obio-akpor local government, which is also the second richest local government in Nigeria after Lagos Island. It is said that the revenue generated by obio-akpor local government alone is bigger than some revenue generated by some states in Nigeria. The Iwuru Oha people or the Ikwerre people are estimated to be about 2.5 million people, and they are made up of 4 major groups known as the Ishimba group, the Ishiali group, the Risimini group, and the obio-akpor group. Now for origin. The origin of the Ikwerre people is still under study and still disputed, as some school of thought believe that they originated from the Benin people in Nigeria, while the other school of thought believe that they originated from the Igbos. Which one do you think? Now some people will agree that it's because of the proximity, intermarriage and intercommunal trade between the Ikwerres and the Igbos that influenced the Ikwerre language and their culture, which is no doubt similar to that of the Igbo language and culture. For example, Chidimma in Igbo is Chiburoma in Ikwerre. Chukwu in Igbo is Chiokike in Ikwerre. Ndewo in Igbo is Mecca in Ikwerre. Kachibo in Igbo is simply Chibo in Ikwerre. Now, how does the Ikwerre people greet? Ihuyala is good morning. Chibo is good night. Iyala is welcome. Nda is how are you? And so on. Now, let's look at some of the traditions the Ikwerre people hold there. First is the Egelege Wrestling Festival. This is a local wrestling festival that the Ikwerre man does not joke with. The different communities usually agreed for one community to host the Egelege festival, while the other communities comes with their family and friends to participate. In fact, this local wrestling festival, Egelege, is considered as the second Christmas in Ikwerre land because of the way it is celebrated by the Ikwerre people. Another tradition of the Ikwerre people is that they forbid female dog. In fact, you are meant to kill a female dog anywhere you see it. They also have the masquerades, just like the Ozurumba masquerade. Football match competitions organized among the different communities. And another culture which I've noticed about the Ikwerre people is that a male child born into a family by a female member of that family outside wedlock is considered as a legitimate son of the family at the end of the day, because the child is allowed to, by tradition, to answer the name of the family, to also inherit lands from the family. That is, if the father does not claim the child at the end of the day. Now for the religion of the Ikwerre people, the Ikwerre practice majorly 2 types of religion, Christianity and Omenale. That's traditional religion. In fact, an Ikwerre man does not joke with his traditions. When it comes to marriage, dowry is usually paid, and the marriage must be blessed by the parents or present relatives. And as recently seen, the Ikwerre traditional marriage is now done as the Ibanku of the Igbos, where the bride with a cup of wine in hand looks for her groom. For the Ikwerre traditional attire, for the men, they wear an etibo top and tie one single George wrapper under, while for the women, they wear a lace blouse and tie 2 pieces of George wrapper. The main food of the Ikwerre people is the minimwiri or kaze, which is okazi soup. It is cooked with dry fish, dry meat, okazi leaves, ofo, and taken with odogoro, which is fufu, or akpu, or otara iji, which is pounded yam. The Ikwerre people eat well. In fact, they don't eat nonsense. They can spend a lot of money to prepare a good pot of wiri or soup. Because soup is their main traditional dish, an average Ikwerre man cannot stay days without eating gari, loi loi, or swallow. Now let's get to the part I love most, which is their traditional waist dance, just like the Imo people. But in my opinion, and if I'm to judge, they dance it better than the Imo people. Imo people don't come for me, oh. Well, it's just that I enjoy the way the Ikwerre people dance it more. Both the children, women, and men are not left out in this dance. They can dance it so well. In fact, they are a delight to watch when they are dancing this dance. Now, let's talk about some of the likes and dislikes of the Ikwerre people in general. For their likes, they like good food. They don't play with their tradition. And they don't joke with burial ceremony. In fact, they can block the major road with colorful canopies and lots of drinks and assorted food to celebrate the burial of a loved one. In fact, the Ikwerre man loves enjoyment. Now, coming to their dislikes. If Ikwerre man is a landlord, don't ever owe him a day rent. I repeat, don't ever owe him a day rent. Another one is don't ever refer to them as Igbo. Don't call an Ikwerre man an Igbo man. He does not like it at all. And lastly, don't undermine their tradition. An Ikwerre man does not joke with his tradition. Do you know that the Ikwerre people has lots of illustrious sons and daughters in politics, entertainment industry, and other phases of life? For example, the current FCT minister is Barrister Nyesom, an Ikwerre man. The former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, is also an Ikwerre man. Sabinus the comedian is an Ikwerre man. Donga Mighty is also an Ikwerre man. Mercy Chinwo, Tonto Dike, they are all Ikwerre people. And Herbert, a former MD of Access Bank, and also the owner and founder of the Wigwe University, who unfortunately died in a plane crash with his wife and son, is also an illustrious Ikwerre son. Elechi Amadi, the writer of one of my favorite novels, The Concubine. Subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more interesting facts about other tribes in Nigeria, so that you'll be the first to be notified once a video like that drops in my channel. And if there is any way you don't agree with me, you can put it down in the comment section. I'll be right there to answer you. Thank you.